Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we have another episode of 50-year rebuild in Miami. So today, I don't remember a whole ton that went on last week. I understand we drafted Manny Hicks. I understand Wheeler had superstar X Factor and is awesome. Josh Jacobs is slowly regressing. Bartell will probably take over, even though it is the last year of his contract, so we'll have to pay him. Matt Brewster got an expensive one-year deal. N'Keal Harry is getting moved to tight end as well. Some major changes around the offense as well as defense. Some of the guys that we drafted in year one are slowly regressing now. In Chase Young and AJ Epineza, they're getting to that time, as well as Roquan Smith. Our linebackers are also old as well. So we're in like this weird limbo of if we don't make the playoffs this year or if we don't make a good push this year, I think we're going to have to tear it down again and restart again, which kind of sucks. So let's hop into it. I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. We have some very good news. We are 7-0 at the midseason mark after just beating the Giants 30-24. Manny Hicks has 4 points, as well as Jason Wheeler has 2, as well as Drew Parker, our right tackle. We're going to go route runner on him, get him a little bit better rounded. That's one complaint that I have with auto upgrades in Madden. They go towards the scheme fit or whatever is highest. So your guy never gets better. He just gets better at his one thing, which means if you try to throw him in a different system, he is never better. And that's why you'll see, like, after like 10, 15 years, you have to restart or you have to upgrade the XP system, which is what I had to do, because they're not getting trained in other areas, which means you have like lopsided guys. Like one side you could have an 89 corner, but he only plays man. His zone is 63 points. And then you have another side where the dude can press and play zone. Like, it's so weird. You have to manage it on your own sometimes, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Jason Wheeler, we're going to go with field general here. Get his accuracy up, because you can get throw power from it as well. I mean, you can get accuracy from strong arm as well, but the rest of the guys I'm just going to auto upgrade. I don't really care all of that much. So Jason Wheeler has a new ability as well. He has Homer, so he just enters the zone easier when we're playing at home. We have a bunch of people on contract that might be leaving us this year, including Roquan, Josh Jacobs, Alfonso Bellamy, Steven Bartell, Demarius Donnelly, Matt Brewster, Christian Morrow, Cedric Bassey, Donovan Huntington. Some guys that we probably should have got rid of beforehand, but we did not. Roquan Smith will probably be a for sure lockup. I only want him for 2 years, though. Maybe 3 at max. I think 3 would be a good deal for him. Everything but the bonus works for him. Alfonso Bellamy, very good player. I'm going to lock him up on a 7-year deal. Let's see if that gets it done. We bring him back. That's awesome. Steven Bartell, I'll give a 7-year deal as well. We'll bump him up to that. He is back as well. Demarius Donnelly. We'll give a 5-year deal. Actually, let's just go 4. Last time we gave a defensive tackle big contract. They are still on the team, and they're still wasting a bunch of money. Matt Brewster as well. I'll do a 3-year deal with you. So he resigns. So we're letting go of basically everybody else. I think Morrow is not that great. Hopefully, we don't have to tear the team down soon. See you guys at the playoffs. So the second half of the season was not as great as the first week of the first half. We went 12-4 overall, so we only won 5 more games, 5 of the next 9 games. Jason Wheeler, a good year. Way better than... That's about what Chuck Griggs was putting up, if not worse. I think Chuck Griggs had a worse completion percentage, had a little less touchdowns, a little bit more picks, and a little less yards. So he's not greatly improving upon Chuck Griggs, but I think he is definitely the right choice with that superstar X Factor. Steven Bartell and Josh Jacobs both had decent years at best, so that's great. Henry Ruggs has another good year, but at his age, there's nowhere for him to really improve upon. Manny Hicks had an amazing year. Hopefully that's Rookie of the Year. Julian Ratter needs to bring that down. Drew Parker, Quentin Nelson, and Alfonso Bellamy all had good years. Hillman okay, but he needs to do better since he is one of the people that are actually getting paid on the O-line. AJ Epineza, Donnelly, and Chase Young. Chase Young and these guys just don't get sacks for some reason. I don't know why. We're in a 4-3. They're not getting sacks. It's weird. 2 picks or more for Banta, Ness, and Roquan Smith, and 3 more picks for just a couple other players. I don't know why I went back up to offensive line stuff. Forced fumbles. We only forced a grand total of 3. We recovered 2. We did not have we had 2 blocked kicks. We had a safety, and we had no touchdowns. Justin Tucker was perfect from extra points, and he was almost perfect from field goals, only missing 1. J.K. Scott was great as well, averaging over 50 yards a punt, as well as some touchbacks and inside the 20s. Return team did not look all that great, but it's whatever. You can't ask for them to have amazing years every single year. We were not in the running for MVP. Somehow 12-4 doesn't beat out 2 11-5 teams. Whatever. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Nobody. Cool. Defensive Player of the Year. Roquan, Ness, and Marriott are all there. All near the bottom though. 7, 8, and 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Not even close apparently. Manny Hicks at 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody. So, not looking great for us. Overall wise, the team played very well. I'm going to go ahead and use some Coach XP as of right now. So we're just going to make sure everybody has the increased stuff. And then resign. Nope, okay, cool. Just that. Let's hop into the playoffs. Here's the team before the playoffs, just in case we do lose, then a lot of these guys won't be included in the after picture. Looking real nice. Manny Hicks apparently has a Superstar X Factor, because I don't think he won that at all. Plus, he doesn't have his abilities. So, yeah. Looks like, yeah, no, he didn't get it. So, looks like he had it. That's awesome to see. Great piece for us to build around. Nobody really getting upgraded on defense, just overall boosts and stuff like that. Let's hop into the game. Remember, we have to be down by 2 scores, or it has to be late in the game with a chance to win the game for us to hop in. As of right now, we are up 10-3, so we are up by a score. We are tied now, 10 apiece in the second, 17-10 them, 17-17 tie. They go down 20 to set. We go down 20 to 17 now. We go up 24-20. 27-20. 27-23 now. 34-23. 37-23. Nope, 37-30 now. And we win the game. We hold on. Let's get into the next game. So I explained the rules in the last game. Let's go ahead, hop into this game. Let's get it going. Down 7-3 here in the start of the second. Still 7-3. Very low scoring game here. 10-3. So if they score one more time, we are allowed to hop in. It's 10-10 now, tying it up. 17-10. 17-17 here in the start of the fourth. 23-17. 24-23, so we are up by 1. 31-23. We're going to hop in for this final 45 seconds. We are up by 8. We just have to hold on here. Oh, it's offense? Never mind then. Yeah, no, my offense can hold on to it. Never mind. I thought it was a defensive stopping one, so I was going to hop in, trying to make a cool play. But no, it's just holding on to the... Oh, Hail Mary time. Let's go. Time to get a pick. Or a sack. Let's go. Come on, guys. Did give them some of their throwbacks. We have some of our throwbacks. Let's go up and get this football. Go up and get it. Can't come down with the pick, but we do stop them from having a Hail Mary. completion. Let's hop into the Super Bowl. Hopefully we don't get blown out this time. We are here in the Super Bowl. Let's get it started. So they start off with a 7-0 lead. We bounce back with a 7-7. We're up 14-7 now, late in the first, 21-7. Pitching a blowout here. No, we are not. 21-14. Here we go. We're going down 28-14. 28-21, start of the third. 31-21, end of the third. 31-21, we have the ball. We are driving. 38-21, and that will put the game away. With only 5 minutes left, that will put the game away. With only 1 minute and 23 seconds left, that will put away the game. 38-28 is our final score. The Miami Dolphins are Super Bowl champs. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Last year was an embarrassment for us. This year we come back with a quarterback in his second year, in his second Super Bowl, comes back and wins it here. Let's go. Time for the offseason. How bad will this team get in the offseason? So we franchise tagged Roquan Smith and we re-signed Demarius Donnelly. Now the question is, what are we going to do in free agency? Because now we have no money. That's the big key issue here. We're going to have to tear down this team a little bit, I think. I think a lot of these guys are going to have to leave. I think a lot of these guys are not in our future plans anymore. The biggest thing is we just can't afford all these players anymore. So there's not much we can do. I think we're just going to have to start getting rid of people and hope that it doesn't cost us too much. This, more than anything, is just basically a cash dump. Hillman is almost 30. Simmons is 30. Quarterman's almost 30. And they cost like a combined total of like 22 mil. So we're going to trade them away. We're going to get some picks. This is going to put us in a deep situation. This is yet another cash dump. This is like another 20 mil in players. Just got to get rid of them. It's Matt Marriott is a good linebacker at best. Henry Ruggs is a good wide receiver at best. And Xavier McKinney has been sitting the bench for the last 3 years. So this has to go down. Okay, so if you just saw the last 2 clips, I decided to get rid of a bunch of people. The bad thing is we only have 39 million in cap space. Good news is we have 14.6 in cap penalty. I don't know how long that will last. It only looks like most of the money that we did get rid of is going to be gone after this year. So that's the good news. Bad news is that still doesn't mean we can sign a whole ton of people. We're going to have to make our money worth, and we're going to have to play this in the best way possible. People like Epineza and Chase Young are going to be very difficult players to keep around. They do drop significantly after this year. Once they turn 30, they're down to half their money almost, which is the great news. Roquan also becomes cheaper, but after next year, Quentin Nelson becomes cheaper. But then again, once we get to those points, they are making little money, and they're either A, going to regress, or B, they're going to be off the team because we're going to have to trade them because they're not good enough type of stuff. So it's going to get very, very difficult in these next couple of years. I did upgrade the XP sliders so that players can perform better. Because no offense, there's not that many 90 overalls in the league. If you want to look and see, I'll show you guys here real quick. So we're just going to go to roster and go over to the NFL page. There's a decent amount of 90s, but like look, after that it just like slowly starts to drop off. Like, yeah, there's plenty of 80s, I think, but some of these players need to be more redefined. Are they 90s? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they below average? Like, what are they? And then, like, once it gets down to about, once it gets down into the, like, 80s and stuff, like low 80s, it's just a shit show. People need to develop better. I did upgrade the sliders a little bit. We're going to sign some free agents. I'll get right back to you guys in just a second. Okay, so I'm finally done with negotiations. Most of these guys aren't going to be great. They're going to be backups at best, or role players, or just bench warmers, for all I care. Most of these guys are kind of young, kind of not. most of the wide receivers are kind of not. They're going to be on the older side. We're just going to try to bring them in, put them next to Manny Hicks, maybe get Manny Hicks some separation so that he can make some more plays and stuff. I don't think we're making it back to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be completely realistic. I don't think we're going to. So this is the list of players that we did sign. Some good backups in here, some O-linemen, some linebackers, wide receivers, and stuff like that. The real funny part about this is Keanu Neal signed with us, right? When we were negotiating with him, it was about 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was one of our first playoff entries. So he was around 30 or 29 years old. He wanted like a 4 or 5 year deal. Like he wanted a 3 or 4 year deal. So where he is at in age right now would have been at the end of his contract, or last year would have been at the end of his contract, which means he would have been this bad entering this year when we would have let him off his contract. So I think we won that trade. Just putting that out there. With this trade, we are trading 2 of our first-round picks at number 18, 32, and a 5th-round pick at 160 for the Cowboys' first-round and second-round pick of next year. We're going to take Rich McKinley, power rusher end out of Wisconsin. He looks like the best player available. Actually, we're going to send these next 2 picks. If he goes in between these next 2 picks, it's whatever. We are going to trade this pick away, though, real fast. We're going to trade it and a 4th. So we're going to trade it, a 4th, 2 fourths. And we're going to go find a team that no longer has a first-round pick. So like the Broncos. Okay, they don't have their first-round pick. We must have traded for it already. If we can get something down in like the 30s, that'd be cool. Eagles. We're going to take their first and their second of next year, hopefully. If not, just their first. Okay, cool, just their first. Nope, not their first. We're not going to go with them then. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Come on. Niners. This should go through, hopefully. Yes, okay. So we're trading with the 49ers, a first, 2 fourths, and for a 4th. I'm retarded. A first and 2 fourths for a first of this year. Rich McKinley. Welcome to the team. 74 hidden. Number 17 in the class. We took him at number 28. Nolan Boyce out of Penn State. 6'4", 21 years old, 311 pounds, pass protector. He looks very good on paper as well as at the combine. He was a late 4th rounder projected. His grade is a first. He's a 76 with hidden. He's going to be our new starting guard. So trading, what was it, Hillman, who, let's be real, didn't play good ever since he got paid. He's going to be a good replacement. A 3, 6, and a 7 of this year from us gets us a 3 of next year from the Seahawks. Looking at the draft recap, we did very good for where we picked these 2 guys. Both very good, talented players that can come in and start day 1 if we really needed them to. The guard will probably, the end probably won't. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of the NFL and what they did. So, looks like a pretty decent class, but it looked like you had to be inside the top 10 for the most part. Yeah, for like a lot of good, talented guys. This guard, I guess I just didn't see or didn't care about all that much because we picked at 18, so kind of regret that, but for the price that we're paying for our guard, I actually don't mind it. Everybody else looks okay. This wide receiver, let's see. He looks pretty good. Wish we would have taken him if we would have had the chance, but wasn't really a skill position draft, and we needed skill position for the most part on offense. But other than that, let's get into the customization, and then I'll let you guys get out of here. This is Rich McKinley. Nothing really special going on with him. Just normal basic stuff. Number 97, left end. This is Nolan Boyce, right guard, number 76 out of Penn State. Probably starting. Looking at the team, I think we're going to switch to a 3-4. I think either Young and McKinley or Young and Pierman or just somebody. I think Epineza, Donnelly, and I think Stuckey will probably stay down in the 3-4. I think Young, McKinley, and Pierman will probably move up to linebacker, and then we'll figure out middle linebacker with Neal, Smith, and Kowalski or Clover, probably. Timmons as well. I think it's just the best move, including that we don't have. Look at our D-line. It's pretty decent. I mean, look, Pierman's a backup. McKinley's a backup. Yeah, McKinley's a backup. Harold's a decent backup. Barry's a decent backup. So, I mean, hey, I think it's time to make a move. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post or go live on YouTube. I probably won't ever go live on YouTube, just putting that out there. I'm just throwing that in the video so that you guys will push the post notification button. If you guys like what you see, don't forget to stick around. Check out some of the other playlists down below. I'm slowly making more playlists. If you guys want 2K content or just a 2K roster update, let me know. It should be down there. It's probably one of the videos being loaded onto your screen right now. I do have some stuff coming in the way on Madden for rosters and maybe a next year's draft class. So people that want to have that can get that as well, so you can have a little bit more fun in your teams. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.